I swear every death that happens in this game is by accident. I do not mean to kill all those people. And when I laugh after killing them, or I say I want to do it again, or I see a kill bot and I want to try and send the people to the kill bot, or there is a shredder and I tell the people to shred themselves, I don't really mean it. I just want to know what happens. I'm curious, that's it, I'm curious. And I do not mean for any of those deaths to happen again. Maybe 7 times, okay, today? Just 7 times? We'll see. Last time we failed the optional challenge here, it was a nightmare. And that was Budget Brigade 1. Let's try Budget Brigade 2. Not feeling optimistic. Probably just like this guy. But I see shredders, and there's a room for some shredding. Haha. No one is allowed to walk. Just be a conveyor belt like we've done already. Shred at least 20 data cubes. No one is allowed to walk. Shred data cubes of value 50 and higher to the right and smaller to the left. That's interesting. Let's just do it the dumb way. Sort of brute force it. Naive solution. If under you there is a printer, you take from the printer. There. Then, if let's say below you there is a worker, you take from the worker. Maybe if you're not holding a data cube already, whatever. So that's this line settled. Then this middle person is gonna do the sorting. So first we need to isolate the middle person. So if to the left of you there is a worker, so that's true for all of those basically, but most importantly there is a worker down from you, that's just this person. You say, if your item is larger or equal to 50, you give to the right. Otherwise, you give to the left. And you person, please repeat this forever. So he's gonna be stuck there in this infinite loop. And now those other people, if... oh, shucks. I didn't need to isolate him. So we're gonna do it a little differently. So if above you there is a hole, getting too complicated. How do I remove this? There. If above you there is a hole, meaning you're on the top line here, you check this and you give 2 based on that. But also every time, if under you there is a shredder and you are holding an item, a data cube, you give to the shredder instead of doing this. And this should work. And I just need to... I don't even need to loop here the whole thing. So this is a loop in on itself. And here, this is a loop for the other people standing here. So we might say put this in an else branch of the whole. There. And this as well. Like that. And loop there. Loop here. So basically, you are standing in a top row, behave like this. If you're not on the top row, meaning you're these 4 guys, behave like this. And we don't get the data cubes to this guy, I see, because you just take from. So let's say if above you there is a worker, and let's optimize it, and you are holding a data cube, not a printer, a data cube, you give to the person above you. There. I think that should work. And another optimization, below you is a printer and you are not holding a data cube probably. No, let's not optimize it. No optimization needed. There. This is gonna work beautifully. First try, let's see. So this lady takes a data cube, gives above, takes another data cube, and now they have been sorted into those branches. Now this person has a data cube, so he's gonna give it, and it's blocking them here already because this person is taking some time to distribute the things, the data cubes, And that's because everyone is trying to give to or take from and so on without there actually being something. So those people in the top rows, we want to say if you are actually holding a data cube, only then you're supposed to do all this. Yes, that's it. And now it's gonna work and it's gonna be much faster. Let's take a look. Yes, 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 yes. That's great. And no one is complaining about not being able to give something or take something or whatever. It's working great. Sometimes there are complaints, but that's probably just because the execution of those if statements lined up the wrong way, let's say. Anyways, you've used up too many commands and what the whoa ho ho ho! 100 seconds. Okay, I thought this would be optimized. It's honestly really annoying. Do I need to check that above you there's someone holding a data cube? Let's try that. Yes, you do, because it's taking you too long. No way to optimize this. I hate this already. I might isolate this person as well. So if there's a shredder under you and you are holding a data cube, you give to the shredder and you just keep checking this over and over again. Or not jump like this. Let's say if there's a shredder under you, if you are holding a data cube, you give 2 and keep doing that. Alright, so that's the shredder people. Then there are those whole people, apart from the shredder, because it's gonna be looped. The whole people behave like this. We don't need this else statement, I now see that. Let's first do the printer people. So you're always gonna take from the printer and loop that forever, and you're always gonna give it to the person above you as well. And the rest of the guys, meaning those 3, if above you there is a worker, that's not needed because you're already isolated. So if you're holding a data cube, you give it to the person above you. Hopefully that's all correct. Let's try running that. And it seems to be faster. No one is complaining about not being able to give something or take from. That's kind of fast. Let's see what the time is. Oh, 79 seconds. We are close. We are close. Why is this so slow? I don't understand. I feel like it's got something to do with the randomness of the cubes that are being printed. But if you take a look at the tests, they all run the same amount of time. What I think is taking so long is checking if you're holding a data cube and then deciding where to give it. Take from takes much less time to execute because you don't need to check if the person next to you is holding a data cube because they weren't complaining that they can't take from. However, I still don't know how to say is if a person next to you is holding an item. Like I need to check for someone else's item. This is really annoying because I feel like I'm so close. But I don't think I'm gonna be able to complete the speed challenge, but maybe the size challenge. So using fewer commands because this is way too many. We need how many? We need 10, I believe? Yeah, we need 10. So now going for the size challenge, I've made this code, and here that's the relic of the old code still left there. I'm gonna have to remove it eventually, but first I want to know if this infinite loop works. They're gonna be complaining a lot, but it seems to be working, so that's fine. However, we need 10 commands, and this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. And I think I know how to fix it. So you always take what's below you, no matter what. Yes, let's try running that. Okay, which means that those people have killed themselves. That's great. Okay, 9 commands, optimized it a little. Let's try doing this. Is it working? Yes, that's working. And that's only 9 commands, and the goal was 10. So even though the people are complaining, we should be happy about ourselves. Obviously gonna take some time for them to complete. There it is. Oh, 27. Oh, forgot to remove all of this. Goodbye, code I spent like 2 hours making. See ya, never. I didn't want to get rid of the code because I fear like I'm not gonna ever be able to make it again. Even though it was technically wrong, well not wrong, but wasn't as fast as we wanted it to be. Now let's see. Yes! 9 commands, and it took us like 3 times the amount of time it should have. But that's fine. Why is it fine? Because we've completed the optional challenge. And it seems I won't be able to complete more than one of those per level from now on, which is a shame, but it's fine because I still get to kill a lot of people by accident.